Hello, the Blues fun. Welcome back to the channel, your daily home for the biggest Premier League stories, the shocking transfer dramas, and all the behind-the-scenes secrets the clubs don't want you to know. If you love staying one step ahead in the football world, do me a massive favor, smash that subscribe button right now, turn on notifications, and let's build the strongest football community on YouTube. Now, today's headline is explosive. Alejandro Garnacho, Manchester United's golden boy, has his future hanging in the balance. The Chelsea move he desperately wants could still collapse. And if it does, the fallout will be nothing short of disastrous for United's new boss, Ruben Amorim. Buckle up, because this story is loaded with drama, ultimatums, and the kind of power struggle that can break a dressing room in two. Let's start with Garnacho himself. The 20-year-old Argentine has been crystal clear. He wants Chelsea. Not Bayern, not PSG, not Atletico Madrid. Chelsea or nothing. Reports from inside Old Trafford claim Garnacho has told the club he would rather sit out the entire season than pull on the Manchester United shirt again under Ruben Amorim. Think about that. One of United's brightest young stars, refusing to play unless he gets his dream transfer. And here's the thing. Chelsea already agreed personal terms with him weeks ago. The Blues made him a long-term promise. Big wages, a starring role under Enzo Maresca, and the opportunity to be the next superstar in blue. Fabrizio Romano himself has confirmed. Player side, all agreed. Now, it's up to the clubs. But Manchester United? They're holding out for the right fee. They've floated numbers between 50 million and 30 million, and negotiations have stalled. So what happens if Chelsea's deal collapses? What happens if United dig their heels in, or Chelsea fail to move Christopher Nkunku or clear their wage bill in time? Garnacho's plan is brutal. He will refuse to play. He will stay sidelined. He'll train with the so-called bomb squad, that group of unwanted players who aren't even near the first-team picture, and wait. Wait for January. Wait for next summer. Wait until he gets what he wants. And that's where things get ugly for Ruben Amorim. Because if Garnacho stays but refuses to contribute, the manager has a nightmare on his hands. Imagine building a new project at Old Trafford, trying to restore discipline, demanding unity, while one of your most talented wingers openly refuses to wear the shirt. That's not just a football problem. It's a virus in the dressing room. Now let's break down why this is terrible news for Amorim. First, the football side. Garnacho was one of United's biggest threats last season. His pace, his dribbling, his moments of magic. Fans still remember that overhead kick against Everton. Take him out of the squad, and United lose width, energy, unpredictability. Yes, they have Rashford, Sancho, Antony, but none of them bring the same spark Garnacho does. Amorim wants to implement his 3-4-3 style, with dynamic wide forwards pressing high and cutting inside. Without Garnacho, that plan already looks weaker. Second, the financial side. United desperately need to sell to balance their books. Because Garnacho is an academy product, any fee for him would count as pure profit in financial fair play terms. If Chelsea collapse the deal, United not only keep a frustrated player, they also lose out on tens of millions that could be reinvested in midfield, defense, or a proper striker. That's a double blow to Amorim's rebuild. Third, the psychological side. Garnacho has already shown flashes of attitude, walking down the tunnel when subbed off, sulking on social media, and hinting at unhappiness publicly. If he stays at Carrington against his will, Amorim faces a toxic distraction every single week. Journalists will ask about him in every press conference. Teammates will whisper in the dressing room. Fans will split between those who want him forgiven and those who want him gone. It's the kind of headache no new manager wants. Let's zoom out. Garnacho's standoff isn't just about one transfer. It's a power struggle. It's about whether the player dictates his career or whether Manchester United dictate his future. Chelsea are watching closely. If they get him, they'll celebrate one of the coups of the window. But if they don't, they might walk away, leaving Garnacho stranded. And Ruben Amorim? He's left managing a squad with a time bomb in it. Other clubs could step in late. Real Madrid have always admired Garnacho. Atletico Madrid have sniffed around, even PSG. But Garnacho's camp has made it clear he only wants Chelsea. So unless Chelsea and United find a compromise, we are heading straight for a stalemate. And here's the twist. Fans are already reacting. Some United supporters are furious with Garnacho, calling him disloyal, immature, even spoiled. Others blame the club for mishandling another young talent, pointing to how Jadon Sancho, Donny van de Beek, and others were frozen out before him. Chelsea fans, on the other hand, are buzzing at the idea of Garnacho in blue, already mocking United online, saying they'll get him for cheap once United panic. The pressure is building on both sides, and Ruben Amorim is caught right in the middle of this storm. If you're still watching at this point, you clearly love deep transfer talk. So make sure to hit that like button right now. It massively helps the channel reach more fans, and it tells me to keep dropping these long, detailed updates instead of the short clips. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe. Because stories like this one change every 24 hours, and you don't want to miss the next twist. So what are the possible endings to this drama? Option 1. Chelsea clear room in their squad. Offer United around 40 million and the deal goes through before deadline day. Garnacho gets his wish, Amorim gets rid of the headache, and everyone moves on. Option 2. Chelsea back off. Maybe they decide Nkunku stays, maybe they focus on a different winger. Garnacho stays at United, refuses to play, and Amorim has to freeze him out for the season. United lose money, lose squad depth, and gain another PR disaster. Option 3. A surprise club swoops in. Maybe Atletico, maybe PSG. But Garnacho has to agree, and right now his stance is clear. Chelsea or nothing. Whichever way it goes, this saga isn't just about one player. It's about a club's identity. It's about discipline. It's about who really holds the power in football. Managers like Amorim or rising stars like Garnacho. So there you have it. Garnacho's plan is simple. If Chelsea deal collapses, he will not play. And that is terrible news for Ruben Amorim, who now faces the toughest test of his short United reign. Will United cash in? Will Chelsea push harder? Or are we looking at a year-long standoff that could ruin careers on both sides? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you sell Garnacho right now or force him to stay and fight for his place? I'll be replying to as many as I can. And before you go, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, and share this video with your football friends. The Garnacho saga is far from over, and we'll be here covering every single twist. This has been your daily football scoop. I'll see you on